Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Roombo First Blood. This game was developed and published by Samurai Punk and released on February 5th, 2021 for a price of $4.99. The game has been on sale for $3.99, so at the time of this video coming out, it should still be on sale for just a few more days, so if you do want to pick it up, you can save 20%. So what is Roombo First Blood? Roombo First Blood is a game where you play as a robotic vacuum cleaner who's out for vengeance. The game features 6 different main story campaign levels as well as 3 experimental levels where you just basically drive around and you're a Roomba vacuum causing chaos, chaoticness, really whatever you want to call it, trying to kill people who are coming into your house, trying to steal stuff. Now, the way the game works is you drive around here, you have a little bit of a battery life, so you may sometimes get killed based on when attackers hit you. And as you're playing through the game, enemies are going to start to burst in here. So here's our first enemy. We use this feature in the game called hacking mode. So as the enemies start to spot us, we trigger these kind of world effects to blow up light sockets, overcharge, little ceiling fans to make them fall off the ground. We can honk our fans, like really do all kinds of stuff to try to cause chaos and injure and damage these guys. Now, as you can see here, we do have this guy chasing us, so what's kind of cool is as they get close, we can just kind of trap everybody. So you basically have this entire space of your house to cause as much chaos for these intruders who are trying to really rob you. And you want to run away without getting killed by them and stop them from really stealing the stuff out of your house. You're kind of like the little defense dog that could, and, well, you can. So as you have enemies coming around, you can honk, maybe attract them to you, as well as starting to trap them in different pathways of your house. You have tons of different ways to try to stumble up your enemies, from setting off little water fountain traps, electrocuting them, dropping ceiling fans, to even trapping people in the shower. The stuff I like to do really in the game the most is build these little kind of death trap pathways, find ways to coax enemies into one specific location, and then just attack them all at once. Now, while you're playing, you're also needing to remember that this is your house, and you need to do your job. You need to clean things. You need to make sure things are presentable. So at the very end of every level, the game presents you with a task of going through and cleaning your house, because ultimately that's your job. You're a vacuum. So you suck up these body parts, you clean up the blood, you really go after everything to try to, do your job, do your Roomba duty, vacuum duty, really whatever you want to call it. Be civil. So as you're moving around here, you'll notice that the blood is all being picked up, and that's because I am a vacuum cleaner, and this is what I do. Now, after you finish every stage and you basically eliminate all the little bad guys, you're going to have a very short amount of time to try and clean up your mess. And the way the game works is the mess that you prevent and clean up, the way you kill people with accuracy and everything, that's how you're rated in your performance level for the score the game gives you after every stage that you play. If there's a bigger mess and you don't clean the house, you're going to get a lower score. There's achievements related to getting certain score ratings on levels, certain percentage of the house cleaned up after a mission, and a certain percentage of accuracy. And at the end of every round, you're presented with a kind of summary score showing you how you did and performed. And the ratings go all the way up to S+, and you do need to get an S+ on one level. Now, we do have an achievement guide that'll help walk you through how to get all the achievements in this game, so at the end of this video there'll be a link, so if you do want to pick the game up and you want to get a good 1000 gamer score, you can do that. The game's not impossible by any means. It'll take about an hour for an average person to complete the game. Overall though, as far as the game being fun, it is actually quite enjoyable and quite humorous. When I first saw this game show up in the Xbox store, I was like, this is amazing, this looks great, I really want to play this game. And I was really excited when we were actually provided an early copy of the game to give it a shot. The only downsides really to this game for me is, it's fun, it's challenging, but it's way too short. These 6 levels you'll complete in the game in about half an hour, and then the 3 bonus levels, they're neat and all, but I'd much rather have had more of the actual story level, or even more house layouts to play. So I'm hoping the developers are listening to this review, and maybe there's some planned DLC coming out in the future, which I think would be cool. I'd love having different layouts, maybe have some customization effects to my Roomba. All that would be, I think pretty cool for me. But in the end, I understand developer limitations and everything, and sometimes small studios can only do so much. But what I do enjoy though is I think they have a really good concept here. I mean, I can grab a giant knife and just yeet it into existence into a bad guy's face. So that's always really fun to do. Um, I think my favorite stuff in the game overall though is just trying to chain the most traps that I possibly can together and just seeing if I can kill everybody in one room. Like, is it possible? Can I lure enough people in and beat them to death with a window frame? Or am I just gonna succumb to having to run the same circles over and over? I mean, ultimately, it's up to you how you want to play. Do you think you can really complete everything? Can you keep all the blood contained in one spot? Can you make it look like a murder happened in here? Or, can you do a good job and just clean up everything and, make your homeowners as nice, as happy as they can be? Really that's up to you and really how your playstyle is. And if you can pull it off, if you can, go for it. Awesome. If you can't, that sucks. Try again. But it is a fun little game for what it is. Outside of that, if I had to give the game any type of a review, I'm going to honestly stop here and give the game about an 8 out of 10. It's a really fun game, but it is really short. That's really what's hurting this for me. It comes in at a perfect price point. It comes in, really, it checks a lot of good bells and whistles for just a fun, cheap game to buy on the console, but it is just way too short. There's not enough content here to really keep people hooked and connected, and I hope the developers honestly consider releasing some DLC in the future, because it will then provide a much better experience and, add a lot more. I see plenty of opportunity for like a game like this to add more achievements, really make you come back, or just give me some things to like work toward. Give me some specific challenges, like I must kill everybody in a certain room, or I have to do everything just in a certain manner. I can't, use water, things like that. Like find a way to make me be a little more engaged than what really there is here to begin with. But outside of that, if you guys do enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, join our Discord. We have all kinds of games we're always giving away there. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We will catch you guys next time. I'm going to make these guys chase me around the house. You have a wonderful day. Also, go make sure your Roomba's not trying to kill ninjas as well. Let us know. Maybe they killed some.